Hey, it's Ray, Chubby Ray Comics. I don't buy single issues. I get trade paperbacks and omnibuses, collected editions. I love them. I love talking about them. And I hope you like watching my videos. Today I'm going to talk about Superman. Clark Kent. So that means, wait a second. Now that feels more comfortable. Let's talk about Superman. And let me give you some recommendations. These are recommendations for some collected editions that you could pick up that are good, that I enjoyed reading, and I think that you guys will enjoy too. Let's start with Legendary Superman. It doesn't get much more legendary than this omnibus, The Death and Return of Superman. This brings back such memories for me because I was getting these in single issues. I was doing a radio show in Peoria, Illinois, and when this event happened, and man, I'm telling you, the whole city was closed down on the day the actual Death of Superman comic came out, and they did the comic book store did a special thing where they were selling it. There was a long line. For those that weren't alive during that time, it was really a great time for comics, and this storyline was so great. I remember going and buying a book every single week. They had Superman, Adventures of Superman, Action Comics. And this book also ran in Justice League. It also ran in Green Lantern. I mean, there were so many books for this Funeral for a Friend storyline and for the Death of Superman and the Return of Superman. It's all collected in this omnibus. And if you've never read it, trust me, you will love it. It's great action. It's great stories. And then it's intermixed with, like, they put articles from the Daily Planet in the stories. This is when Steel was created. There were 4 different Supermans. They were all different, and everybody's wondering who the real one was. And it turned out that the real one was dead, and he had to be brought back to life. It was a great moment in comic history, and it's all captured in this omnibus. So I do highly recommend The Death and Return of Superman omnibus. Everybody should own this. Another omnibus you guys should consider owning, it is the Triangle Era. This is volume 1 of the Triangle Era. Here's what the Triangle Era was. It was, in Superman comics, they put a little triangle at the top of the issues that had a number on it. It was so people could keep track of the issues because there was Superman, there was Adventures of Superman, there was Action Comic. They were a running story. They figured in order for it to make sense for people, they would find a way to number those books. So they put triangles on them that had the number to let you know which book to pick up and when. And if you look here, you'll see the triangle and the number 2. That was on every single issue. And it would have 1, 2, 3, all the way on up. And it lets you keep track of what book was coming out when. It was really, this is number 7. This is Superman. But it was actually number 7 during the Triangle Era. So you can see that. That's how it worked. But this is really good. This is volume 1. Volume 2 omnibus is coming out this year. So if you go back, you can get this for a good price. Superman Triangle Era Omnibus Volume 1, you can find for great prices. It's not that expensive right now. Get it, and then when Volume 2 comes out, you'll be able to get that, and you'll be ready to go. You'll be caught up. All right, let me give you some trade paperback. Superman House of Brainiac. This is written by Joshua Williamson, and it's a fairly new book that came out in the last couple years. It's a really good story. It's Brainiac decides to invade. He invades with Zarnians, which is the home planet of Lobo. And the whole Superman family has to fight him. And it guest stars Lobo. It's always good to see Lobo. Superman, House of Brainiac. I'm sure this is still at your LCS. It's a great book. All right, here's another paperback you can get, and I know you can get this one because it just came out. Hasn't been out for that long. It's been out, this has come out in the last couple months. This is Rise of the Superwoman. This is once again Joshua Williamson, and this book is after absolute power, Lois gets superpowers. It also has one of Superman's best ever villains, the Time Trapper, and it's a new personality for the Time Trapper. The Time Trapper has been identified several times in Legion of Superheroes books. And now he's identified as somebody else in this book, and it's pretty interesting. The art is by Dan Mora, and Dan Mora is awesome, as you guys know. Rise of the Superwoman, get it, and you will enjoy it, trust me. Superman, art by Dan Mora, story by Joshua Williamson, Rise of the Superwoman. This is available now at your LCS and everywhere. And I think you can get it for a nice price. Like I said, even on Amazon, you can get it for a nice price. Rise of the Superwoman. Here's another one. Lois and Clark. This is DC's Road to Rebirth. After the New 52, Superman dies. I hope that's not a spoiler, but that's what happens. Superman dies. But a new Superman shows up. And he has a kid. And he's married. This story takes place after the death of Superman and explains how the new Superman came to Earth and what he's been doing. This is a great story. It's written by Dan Jurgens. And look at this art. Come on, look at that. That is fantastic. It's DC Road to Rebirth, Lois and Clark. This is a very good trade paperback. Supercore is written by Joshua Williamson. It is a fantastic book. This is a fantastic story. It's about Superman deciding whether or not he's going to trust Lex Luthor, who is in jail, and how he's ordered his corporation to become the support unit for Superman. And that happens in this entire book, and it's a great story. This is volume 1 of the Joshua Williamson run of Superman. This is before Absolute Power, but I highly, highly, highly recommend this book. It's called Supercore. You can find it right now, probably at your local comic store. Of course, all the usual places, organic price books and so on. You could find it there. And you can find it on Amazon, or this is even available at some Ollie's. Go to an Ollie's and you can get it for cheap. There's a lot of cool things that happen in this. A lot of cool secrets revealed. And like I said, you got Lex Luthor, who's in jail, and his people helping Superman. It makes for a great story. It is a fantastic story. You will love it. Supercore. This is my last recommendation, but I think it's the best book. It's Philip Kennedy Johnson. It's Action Comics. It's called Warworld Rising. This is actually the preface to Warworld. This is the first part of the Warworld saga, and I love this book. This is when Warworld sends a ship to the United States. Well, actually, it's in the Atlantic Ocean off of the United States coast, and and because it's a ship from outer space, the United States decides it's going to keep the ship and the technology after they capture the ship. But Atlantis says, hey, wait a minute, it's over the Atlantic Ocean. That's our ship. This has a political twist to it it's like a West Wing episode. It's really well done. It's a great story. As the two entities are fighting over this technology, and Superman has to make a decision. What's he going to do? It guest stars Aquaman. Highly recommend it. This is called Warworld Rising. Trust me, you will love this. This is also this will be in the Warworld Omnibus that's coming out the end of this month, and you will love it. Trust me, it's a great book. Warworld Rising is a great book to read. So these are my suggestions for Superman books. All right, I hope you take them. I hope you at least get one of these books and read it. You will not be disappointed. I am a big Superman fan. This year, there are several Superman omnibuses being released. It's just great as we get more Superman content. I love it. I love to get the omnibuses. I can't wait to read them. But I hope you'll read some of these suggestions, and I hope you'll enjoy Superman the way that I do. It's Superman. I'm Chubby Ray. Thank you so much for watching the video. Like, follow. Anyway, that's my thoughts. I'm Ray, Chubby Ray Comics. Thanks for watching, everybody.